And now here is the toss of the coin, and post one, Aitor and Elgueta have won the serve. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we play to 15 straight points. A quick review of Partido rules. The server is allowed one overserve. No underserve is allowed. The second overserve will cost the serving team a point, and carom serves are legal in Partido action. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just about underway. Aitor with a serve, and the Tampa championship is underway. The serve is good. Elgueta takes a backhand. He'll send one deep along the side wall. Out of the back wall, Francisco forehand rebote. Gathered by Aitor. Nice backhanded bote pronto by Butler. Off the sidewall, Butler right there. That's off the cesta, and Aitor and Elgueta draw first blood. They lead 1-0. Off the back wall now, Aitor sets up, rebote inside, left for Butler. Set off the back wall, rebote by Butler. Aitor steps in, forehand. Cortava, and Butler right there. Nice catch again by Butler. Aitor takes the backhand. Fine save by Francisco. Drifting to the outside. Elgueta there. He'll crank one up deep into the sidewall, and it's out of the cesta. It's 2-0, Aitor and Elgueta. Butler takes the backhand off the serve. Forehand by Elgueta. He'll punch one hard inside. Francisco right there. Driving Aitor way back. Rebote arrimada. Butler snaps it up on the backhand. Forehand by Francisco. Driven into the sidewall and taken off by Elgueta. Forehand rebote. Elgueta hauls it in. Nice catch on the wall by Elgueta. Rebote return off the side wall. Aitor picks it off. Fine catch by Francisco. Fell off the back wall, called for by Francisco. A rebote inside. Bote pronto in the backhand by Aitor. Deep off the back wall, Aitor sets up. Rebote Arrimada, big bounce. Butler up the wall, makes the catch and return. Forehand again by Butler. He'll crank one inside. Elgueta comes in on the bounce. Fine catch by Butler on the backhand again. That's off the cesta, and a third point for Aitor and Elgueta. They lead 3-0. Aitor is ready, and the partido will continue. Francisco backs up to take the serve. Here's a costado de jala. Aitor knifing in and has it. Arrimada, pulled off the wall by Butler. Into the sidewall. Francisco there. There goes a costado, 2-wall, and it scores. Francisco and Butler on the board. Backhand by Elgueta. Butler sweeps it up on the backhand. Arrimada pulled off the wall by Elgueta. Forehand taken by Aitor. He'll work to the sidewall. Francisco stretches out for the backhand. Nice catch on the bounce again by Butler. Bote pronto on the backhand side. And another point for Aitor and Elgueta. It is 4-1. Costado 2-wall by Francisco. And the post 2 team scores its second point. Trail. That is an over serve. Francisco will get another serve. Aitor grabs the serve, goes low to the inside. And Aitor Elgueta now 1/3 of the way there with 5 points. Aitor to serve, and we continue. Francisco gives way. Butler covers on the backhand. Driven deep, right along the wall, and Elgueta has it. Off the back wall, Aitor sets up, falling rebote. Butler comes in for the bounce. He throws deep to the corner. Forehand rebote by Aitor. Back goes Butler, he's got it. Elgueta with the backhand. Sails one into the back corner. Coming way out, Francisco gets back, 5 line. Rebote reverse, mid-court. Elgueta has it aire. Butler to the backhand. He'll work it deep. Elgueta way back in the corner has it. Nice catch by Aitor. Elgueta sweeps one off the sidewall. Arrimada. Butler giving way. A low bounce. Dug out by Francisco. Aitor moving right up behind it. Dealt low and hard. And Francisco there with a backhand. Off the sidewall. Butler right there. He'll try the picada. Elgueta makes a catch. Forehand save. Aitor backs under it. He'll go to the forehand. That's off the cesta, and it's now 6-2. Aitor and Elgueta lead. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, coming up next Saturday night, it will be Tampa versus Miami. The winner of this partido will take on Arriaga and Forrestier to 15 points. It will be round 1 of the Tournament of Champions. You won't want to miss that. It's a week from Saturday, on Saturday night, March the 20th. Aitor serves, and the partido continues. Right along the wall, Francisco has a backhand. Dealt deep to the corner. Butler gives way. Francisco sets up a forehand rebote, curving off the court. And 7 points for the post one, Aitor and Elgueta team. That's off the cesta, and Francisco and Butler have now scored 3. They trail by 4. An overserve by Francisco, but he will get another. Once again, a reminder, overserves. The first overserve does not cost the server a point, although the second overserve is the loss of serve. A carom serve, and it's off the court. That will be a point to Aitor Elgueta, and they're over halfway there. It's 8-3. Down the sidewall, and Elgueta right there to cover. Into the backcourt, Butler hangs on. Forehand work to the inside. Right along the wall, Elgueta has room in the corner. Cortado by Butler, called for and taken by Aitor. Out of the back wall low, falling rebote reverse. Aitor grabs the forehand. He's going to go low and hard again. Francisco there. Acostado, and it's low. Point to the 1. Backhand by Francisco. Acostado de Hada. Hustling up is Aitor. He's got it. Dealt to the back off the cesta. 10 points for Aitor and Elgueta. 2/3 of the way there. Butler rams one deep. Sent off the back wall. Here's Aitor. Rebote reverse. Into the sidewall. Butler comes up on the backhand. Sent deep again. Aitor gets back. 5 line. Rebote reverse going wall to wall. Fine catch by Aitor. And a sidearm to the back. Butler going back and has it. Arrimada, and out of the back wall. Forehand rebote by Francisco. Elgueta comes up on the backhand. Arrimada otra vez. Returned again by Francisco. Down the sidewall. Elgueta comes in, sweeps it up. Butler standing tall in the corner makes the catch on the backhand. Out of the back wall low, dug out by Francisco. Fine catch of the wall by Francisco. Elgueta sweeps up the forehand. And Francisco, a nice catch on the reverse. Butler takes the forehand. He'll lift it to the back. Forehand rebote backcourt. Right on the wall, Butler pulls it off. And it scores for Aitor Elgueta, 11-3. Ladies and gentlemen, as Aitor takes a break, a reminder once again, a week from Saturday night, March the 20th, it'll be Tampa versus Miami, the Tournament of Champions. Aitor with a serve, and we continue. Taken on the backhand by Elgueta. He'll swing one deep. Off the back wall. Francisco sets up. Rebote for Dejada. Aitor moves right in. Arrimada and pulled off the wall by Butler. Out of the back wall low. Brought back by Aitor. Francisco hustles in. Loads at Costado. Goes two walls and scores. Francisco now with the serve, and we will continue. Off the back wall, forehand rebote by Aitor, grabbed by Francisco on the backhand. Picked off by Aitor. At a point to Aitor and Elgueta. They are 3 points away from victory. An overserve. That will not cost Aitor a point. He gets another. Aitor with his second serve. Taken by Butler. And that's off the tip of the cesta, and a point to Francisco and Butler. They trail by 7, 5-12. Right along the wall, left for Francisco. A rebote. Off the back wall low, brought back by Elgueta. Butler takes the forehand. Outside placement is thrown off the court. And it's now 13-5. Aitor and Elgueta lead. They are 2 points away from victory. Ladies and gentlemen, our ball boy, Derek Smith, wiping up the water on the court. Aitor serves, and we resume. Forehand by Elgueta, drilled hard inside. Butler takes the forehand bote corrido. Right along the wall, it's taken by Aitor. Rebote return. A high bounce sends Elgueta deep. Spinning outside, it's off the cesta. That's a point of Francisco and Butler. Francisco with a serve, and we resume. Fine catch of the backhand by Butler. Picked off by Francisco. He'll rip one down the wall. Elgueta right there in backcourt. Rebote reverse backcourt. Elgueta right there for the bounce. Crossed inside. And Butler leaps to the air to make the catch. Sidearm lifted deep. Off the back wall, Aitor setting up. A rebote going arrimada. Big bounce and grabbed by Butler. Falling rebote off the side wall, and Butler comes in under it. He'll go low and slow, and Aitor is there, cannot make the return. And two scores again. An over serve. Francisco will get a second serve. This serve must be good. Out of the back wall again, a rebote return outside. Francisco grabs a bounce. He'll work to the side wall, and it's swept up by Elgueta on the backhand. Driven deep to the corner. Off the back wall it comes. Here's Aitor. Forehand rebote. Butler cannot connect. And it's possible partido point for the one Aitor and Elgueta. Possible partido point. Aitor serving with possible partido point. Butler goes to the forehand. Backhand by Aitor. Curving to the outside. Butler makes a great catch. Picada, and back goes Elgueta. Dealt off the back wall. Francisco forehand save. Aitor following it up. Dealt into the side wall. Butler down to one knee, makes a catch. Cranking up is Elgueta. He'll take it off the back wall. Rebote reverse, drawing Elgueta in. He's got the forehand. Here's a big bounce, and Butler goes up the wall again. High bounce, and it scores. And a point goes to Francisco and Butler. Nicely played. Elgueta goes to the backhand, curving to the outside, covered by Butler. He'll crank that forehand, cross court, and grabbed on the forehand by Elgueta. Picava high inside, and Aitor is there. Nice catch on the wall by Butler. Curving to the outside, called for by Francisco. Rebote reverse, high inside, tough bounce, and it's grabbed in the air by Aitor. Butler, a picava, high bounce, and it's cut off by Elgueta. Backhand again by Butler. He'll send it deep to the outside. Aitor setting up, 7 line. Rebote on the outside, speared by Francisco, acostado deep. Low bounce, and another point for Francisco and Butler. Francisco with the serve, he trails by 5. It's an overserve, but he will get yet another serve. Francisco with his second serve, it must be good. A carom serve, and it's off Aitor's cesta. And Francisco and Butler close to 4. Serve is good. Elgueta with a backhand off the back wall. Francisco 6 line, rebote to the outside, taken by Elgueta. Strong inside, Butler makes the bote corrido. A picava, grabbed by Elgueta. Forehand by Butler, deep to midcourt, past Elgueta, called for by Aitor, he makes the save. Butler with a backhand again. He'll throw midcourt to the outside, and it drops in. And Francisco and Butler, with 4 straight points, have now closed within 3. Francisco with the serve, and we continue. Remember, it is possible partido for Aitor Elgueta. Deep off the back wall, coming way out. Francisco, rebote inside, it scores again. And now Francisco and Butler have closed to 2. The serve is good. Francisco takes the backhand. Right down the wall. Taken in the corner by Elgueta. Backhand by Francisco. He'll use the side wall again. Out it comes. Aitor sets up. Rebote reverse. High inside. In comes Butler. And he's got the backhand. Drilled deep. Aitor going way back. 3 line. Just above the red. And it's over. Point and Partido to Aitor and Elgueta. They are the Tampa champions. They will be next Saturday night against Miami. It will be played to 15 straight points. Partido action. And now for the introduction of tonight's participants. Ladies and gentlemen, to courtside, to the Public Relations Director here at the Fronton, Mr. Mark Biro. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the introductions. First, wearing the red shirts of Post 1 and representing Tampa Alai. Wearing number 32, a front court with a deadly carom and a consistent catcher. Ladies and gentlemen, number 32, Aitor. The player with the most wins in Tampa Alai at this time, a backcourt sensation, a powerful forehand. Ladies and gentlemen, number 28, Elgueta. Wearing the blue shirts of Post 2 and representing Miami Alai. He holds a Tournament of Champions victory 2 years ago. A great costado, a kill shot expert, number 47, Arriaga. And in the backcourt, a consistent catcher, a fine picada and a strong right side, number 67, Forrestier. Ladies and gentlemen, the players of the tournament salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick review of Partido rules. First, there will be one overserve allowed. An underserve will cost the serving team a point. Also, carom serves are legal under Partido rules. And the toss of the coin, Miami has won the toss, Arriaga and Forrestier. And they will elect to serve. Arriaga with a serve, and the 1993 Tournament of Champions is underway. Backhand by Forrestier. Taken in the corner by Elgueta. Arriaga, a sidearm driven to the back. Elgueta has it aire. That's off the center. The first point goes to Tampa. Arriaga cuts off the serve by Costado, and it's off the court. Tampa leads 2-0. Backhand by Forrestier. He'll work the sidewall. Aitor takes it Aide. Sends it to the corner. Off the back wall now. Rebote by Arriaga. Right on the wall, and it's off the cesta. 3-point run for the Tampa team of Aitor and Elgueta. Costado to wall. Aitor nabs it. Arriaga with the backhand. He'll go to the back wall. Falling rebote inside. That touches the cesta. 4 in a row for Aitor and Elgueta. Backhand by Forrestier. He'll work it deep. Taken in the corner by Elgueta. Arriaga to the backhand. Another nice reverse catch by Forrestier. Sent deep to the corner. Off the back wall now. Aitor hustling back. Makes a return. Arriaga. A carom. It's low. The 5th point of the Tampa team. Serve is good. Forrestier takes the reverse deep. Elgueta standing on the 11 line. Deals back court. Taken ID by Forrestier. Forehand by Elgueta. He'll pump one hard to the sidewall. Arriaga has it. Arrimada pulled off the wall by Elgueta. Dealt off the back wall. Forehand rebote by Arriaga. Aitor. He'll drive one low and hard. Arriaga right there to handle it. Elgueta with a sidearm. Arriaga backs to the 9 line. Off the back wall again. Arriaga, rebote reverse. Driven inside. Aitor covers with Aide. And that's off the cesta. The 6th point to Tampa's Aitor and Elgueta. Costado de Java. Here comes Aitor. He covers. Dealt the back court. Out of the back wall low. Dug out by Arriaga. Backcourt placement. Forrestier right there. Forehand saved by Aitor. Arriaga moves in. Makes the catch on the bounce. He'll lift it back wall. Off the back wall. Aitor. Rebote return. Arriaga makes the catch. Off the back wall again. Aitor. Rebote high inside. Arriaga covers. He'll use the reverse. Right down the sidewall. And that's off the cesta. The initial point for Miami. They trail 1-6. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a run of 6 for Aitor Elgueta? An overserve, but Arriaga will get a second serve under Partido rules. A second overserve will cost the serving team a point. Serve is good. Elgueta goes to the forehand. He'll ram one hard to the back. Forrestier takes it on the backhand. Nice catch in the corner by Elgueta. Elgueta to the backhand. Works deep again. Taken again by Forrestier. A strong backhand off the back wall now. Forehand rebote by Aitor. Forrestier right there. Forehand bote corrido. A picada gets by Aitor. And Miami now with 2 in a row. They trail 2-6. Fine catch in the corner by Forrestier. He'll work to the back wall. Aitor setting up. Rebote reverse to the inside. Bote corrido on the backhand by Forrestier. Whipped hard to back court. Elgueta comes up on the forehand. He'll launch one deep. Out of the back wall. Saved by Arriaga. Aitor taking the forehand. A picada to back court. Scooped up on the backhand, bote pronto. Rebote return to the inside. Taken again by Forrestier. Nice catch by Forrestier. Rebote return, Arrimada, and Forrestier pulls it off the wall. Another point for Miami. Their third, they trail 3-6. Arriaga serves, we continue. It's an overserve. He will get another. This serve must be good. Serve is good. Elgueta takes the forehand. He'll power one inside. Arriaga cannot hold on. And Tampa scores its 7th point to stop the Miami run. They lead 7-3. Aitor with a serve, and we will continue. It will be an over serve. He will have another. Remember, this serve must be good. Serve is good. Arriaga cuts it off. Acostado to wall. And Miami scores its 4th point. They trail by 3. Serve is good. Forehand by Elgueta, right to Arriaga. He'll go high inside. Aitor takes it aire. Nice catch by Arriaga. Lifted to the back. Nice return by Aitor. Forrestier right at the base of the back wall, sends up a picada to the outside, and Elgueta comes down with it. Forehand by Arriaga. Lifted to the back. Elgueta with an ID at the 13 line. Off the back wall now. Aitor, rebote, going arrimada. Arriaga picks it off. Deep right side, taken ID by Forrestier. Elgueta with a long carom. Arriaga to the outside has it. Takes a look, goes low and hard. Elgueta comes up to answer the bell. Nice bote pronto backhand by Arriaga. Rebote by Aitor, hanging inside. Arriaga, Acostado to wall. Grabbed by Aitor. His Costado is low. Point to Miami. It's 5-7. Arriaga with the serve. We will continue. The serve is good. Sidearm work to the back. Taken in the air by Elgueta. He'll drive one to the back wall. Coming way out. Arriaga, a rebote high inside. Cut off by Aitor. Nice catch of the wall by Forrestier. Off the back wall low. Rebote return deep to the outside. Arriaga has it. Sidearm carom. Aitor breaks to the outside, makes the catch. Low and hard, covered by Forrestier. Picada and called for by Elgueta. That's off the cesta. And it's 8 points for Tampa. They're over halfway there. Aitor with the serve, and the serve is good. That's off the cesta. Miami scores, trails by 2. The score is 6-8. Arriaga serves and we continue. The serve is good. Dealt to the backcourt. Elgueta right there. Forrestier takes the backhand. He'll pound one to the corner. Elgueta makes the catch behind the 14. Backhand again by Forrestier. Work to the corner. A low bounce. Aitor digs it out. Arriaga rushing in. Costado to wall. You can score it. Serve is good. Forehand dealt to the back. Coming off the back wall. Rebote returned by Aitor. Past Arriaga. Forrestier covers on the backhand. Sidearm push to the back. Elgueta goes to the reverse. Dealt off the back wall. Aitor, forehand rebote. Out in the middle of the court. Forrestier gives way. He makes a rebote return. To the outside. Aitor is there. Cross to the side wall. Handled by Forrestier. Juggling is ruled. The point will go to Tampa. They lead 9-7. Aitor with the serve, and we will continue. Arriaga cuts off the serve. Costado to wall. Aitor is there to make the catch. And it's off the cesta. Tampa with his 10th point. An outstanding catch by Aitor. Arriaga takes the serve. Costado dejada. Here comes Aitor in a hurry. He's got it. Outside placement. Scooped up by Arriaga. Elgueta takes the forehand. He'll deal it deep. Pumped to backcourt by Forrestier. Elgueta right there. Rebote return. Snapped inside. Elgueta comes up in a hurry. He's got it. A bullet to the back wall. Coming way out. Arriaga setting up, forehand rebote. Elgueta makes the catch por de corrido. Fine catch by Forrestier. Bicala, and taken by Aitor. Quick return down the side wall, and it's off the cesta. 11-7, Tampa leads by 4. Outstanding highlight. That is an over serve. Aitor will receive a second serve. This serve must be good. A carom serve. Arriaga cuts it off. Dejava. Aitor runs it down. Arriaga loads the backhand. Costado sent deep. Out of the back wall it comes. Dug out by Elgueta. Forrestier with the backhand. He'll shove one right along the sidewall. And off the back wall it comes. Rebote reverse. High to the outside. Forrestier bote corrido. Nice catch again by Forrestier. Off the back wall, Aitor steps into position, makes the save. Arriaga moves in, gives way to Forrestier. Nice catch in backcourt by Elgueta. Forehand rebote. Aitor, bote corrido on the forehand. He'll go back wall. Rebote return to the outside. Off the cesta. A point for Miami. They trail by 3. It is 8-11. Arriaga with a drop and will continue. Elgueta takes the backhand. Arriaga makes a catch. Off the back wall. Forehand rebote, swinging to the outside. Aitor, he'll try to low it hard. Arriaga has it. Backhand by Arriaga. Right down the sidewall, taken Aide. In backcourt by Elgueta. Reversed by Forrestier, taken right off the wall. Falling rebote, pinching the sidewall. Forrestier goes backhand. Reversed by Elgueta. Arrimava. Forrestier has it. Dealt deep and off the back wall. Aitor, forehand rebote to backcourt, and a nice bote corrido by Forrestier. Fine catch of the wall by Arriaga. Off the cesta, and Miami closes to within 2. They trail 9-11. Ladies and gentlemen, our ball boy, Derek Smith, tallying up the perspiration. Arriaga with a serve and will continue. Serve is good. Elgueta comes up on the backhand. Nice catch by Forrestier. He'll power one to the back. Elgueta tries a long carom, and Arriaga makes a catch. Two-wall return. Aitor cover. Toss to the inside, and Miami draws within 1. It's 10-11. Arriaga serves, we continue. The serve is good. Elgueta with a deep reverse. Off the back wall, called for by Arriaga. Rebote return inside, and Elgueta sweeps up the backhand. Curving to the outside. Low bounce. Tampa extends its lead to 2. It's now 12-10. Aitor with a serve, and we continue. Arriaga cuts off the serve. He'll go to the back. Elgueta's right there. Forrestier with the backhand. And he throws too high. Tampa extends its lead to 3. They lead 13-10. Arriaga takes the serve. Gustavo to wall. Miami draws to 2 again. They trail 11-13. Arriaga to serve. And the serve is good. Backhand by Forrestier. He'll send it back court. Elgueta comes up in a hurry. He'll pump up that right side. Nice catch in the air by Forrestier. Elgueta around to the backhand. Off the back wall. Arriaga, rebote reverse. Hugging the side wall. Sidearm dealt to backcourt. Taken again by Forrestier. Off the back wall. Rebote return. Bouncing inside. Arriaga right there. Nice catch in the corner by Elgueta. Rebote reverse. Going inside. And Forrestier sweeps up the backhand. He'll bang one deep to the back. Rebote inside. It's cut off by Arriaga. Arrimada. And it's off the cesta. Miami draws to without one. 12-13 now. Arriaga serves, we continue. Elgueta goes to the backhand. Deep to the corner. Out it comes low. Forehand rebote. Backhand by Forrestier. Dealt off the back wall. Arriaga, rebote reverse. Set off the back wall, a low bounce. Aitor hustling in, makes a save. Arriaga takes the bounce, throws a carom and scores, and we are tied at 13. Arriaga with a serve, and we are underway. Set deep off the back wall. Nice return by Forrestier. That's off the cesta. Miami takes its first lead. They lead 14-13. And now it's possible partido point for Arriaga and Forrestier. Possible partido point. Arriaga with a serve, and it's an over serve. He will receive a second serve. This serve must be good. And the serve is good. Elgueta to the backhand. He'll sail one deep. Forrestier right there behind the 13. Nice catch by Elgueta on the backhand. Forrestier, backhand, drifting to the outside. Elgueta comes up, bote corrido. Sidearm, Arriaga has it. Set deep to backcourt. Elgueta right there. He's going to crank one up. There goes a long carom. Arriaga on the outside. Dealt deep and off the back wall. Coming off the scoreboard. Rebote by Aitor, high inside. Forrestier makes a catch. Backhand by Aitor. Arrimada once again. Forrestier right there. That's off the cesta, ladies and gentlemen. Point and partido. For post two, Arriaga and Forrestier, they lead the tournament of champions 1-0. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the participants for tonight's partido. Wearing the red shirts of Post 1 and representing Tampa Alai. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Tampa's most consistent players, a great catcher with a deadly carom, number 32, Aitor. He is leading our roster with 121 wins. A strong forehand, one of the top stars in the game, number 28, Elgueta. Now their opponents wearing the blue shirts of Post 2 and representing Miami Alai. He is one of Miami's young and rising stars, known for his court presence and killer costado, number 47, Arriaga. He is a feature game player at the Miami Fronton, a relentless catcher with power from both sides, number 67, Forrestier. Ladies and gentlemen, the players of the tournament salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Partido rules. First, one overserve is allowed the serving team. A second overserve will cost the serving team a point, and an underserve will cost a point. Also, carom serves are legal in Partido rules. Miami has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. Arriaga with the serve, and the third game in the Tournament of Champions is underway. Off the Sesto, first point goes to Tampa. They draw first blood. An over serve. Aitor will receive a second serve. This serve must be good. Elgueta takes a reverse deep. Taken in the air by Forrestier. Nice catch on the wall by Elgueta. Forehand cross to the sidewall, picked up again by Arriaga. Low bounce, Aitor digs it out. Arriaga moving in, takes the forehand, goes with the carom, and it's scored. And we're all knotted at 1-1. Arriaga serves, we continue. Backhand by Elgueta. Forrestier takes a reverse. He'll drive it deep. Aitor with a reverse, right along the sidewall. Rebote returned by Arriaga. Elgueta comes up from backcourt. Into the sidewall, aided by Aitor. And rebotes high. The second point for Tampa. They lead 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, coming up next Saturday night here at Tampa Alai, it's 25-cent night. We'll have 25-cent hot dogs, 25-cent sodas, and 25-cent beers. That's next Saturday night at Tampa Alai. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We have an injury in tonight's tournament. Aitor will be scratched for the Tampa team, and Francisco will play in his place. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have some practice throws for Francisco as he warms up. Some practice throws by Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, the injury to Aitor, preliminary indications, a strained hip muscle. And now we will resume. Tampa with a 2-1 lead. Francisco substituting for Aitor. Francisco with the serve, and the serve is good. Backhand by Elgueta. Off the back wall, Arriaga. Rebote's high inside. Francisco right there. He's going to snap off a Costado. It scores. Tampa 3-1. An over serve, and Francisco will get a second serve. A carom serve, and it scored. Tampa leads 4-1. Arriaga, Costado two-wall. Francisco runs by it, and Miami scores its second point. Reverse by Elgueta, sending Forrestier to the corner. Arrimada, taken by Elgueta in the air. Out of the back wall now. Rebote return. Elgueta has the backhand. Costado, he throws it low. Miami now trails by 1, 3-4. Francisco cuts off the serve, a half Costado. Now Tampa leads 5-3. Arriaga, Costado de Java. And now it's Miami trailing by 1, 4-5. That's an overserve by Arriaga, but he will get a second serve. This serve must be good. Francisco cuts off the serve of Costado. It scores. Tampa leads 6-4. That is an overserve. Francisco will get a second serve, and this serve must be good. Arriaga takes the serve, a half Costado, and that score. And the spread remains at 1. Miami trails 5-6. Arriaga makes the serve, and we continue. Elgueta drives the backhand, taking it backcourt by Forrestier. Forehand by Elgueta. He'll drive the ball deep. Off the back wall low, and a nice return by Forrestier. Francisco can't connect in front court, and we are tied at 6. That is an overserve. Arriaga will get a second serve. This serve must be good. Nice catch on the backhand by Elgueta. He'll swing one deep. Sent off the back wall. Elgueta sweeps up the backhand. Right down the sidewall, and that's off the cesta. Tampa to a 1-point lead, 7-6. Forehand by Arriaga. He'll drive Elgueta to the corner. That goes into the overhead screen. Tampa scores again. They lead 8-6. Arriaga takes a serve, goes back court. Elgueta right there with the ID. Backhand by Forrestier. He'll pump one deep. Nice save by Arriaga. Ladies and gentlemen, that ball was touched in front court, or rather touched in the back court, called by the front court judge, and Tampa goes up 9-6. Arriaga takes a serve. He'll go to the back wall again. Elgueta, falling rebote, high to the outside. It hits the edge of the metal, and that point goes to Miami, 7-9. Reverse by Forrestier. He'll drive it right down the wall, and Elgueta sweeps it up. Backhand sent to the back wall. Arriaga on the 8 line. Rebote's high inside. Over Francisco. Elgueta up on the bridge. His return is low. And Miami scores again. They trail 8-9. Off the cesta, Miami now has tied it, and we are at 9-9. Francisco, Costado dejada. Here comes Arriaga. Costado dejada, and it scores. Miami with their first lead. It's 10-9. Arriaga to serve, and we will continue. Elgueta to the backhand. Picked up in backcourt by Forrestier. He'll bomb one to the back. Elgueta stands tall in the corner. Backhand by Arriaga. Elgueta sweeps it up. Nice catch in the air by Elgueta. Forrestier down to one knee, makes the catch. Deals off the back wall. Francisco setting up a forehand rebote. This one going to backcourt. Rebote reversed by Arriaga. Francisco takes it aire. Costado to wall. Arriaga waiting on the outside. Carroll by Arriaga, and it scores. And now Tampa, or rather Miami, with a 2-point bulge. They lead 11-9. Reverse dealt deep and off the back wall again. Arriaga back. Forehand rebote and off the back wall. Francisco sets up his forehand return. Taken in the air by Arriaga. Arrimada. Nice grab by Francisco, but he can't hold on to it. And now Miami leads 12-9. Serve is good. Elgueta takes the reverse. He'll go to the back. Taken aire by Nice catch in the corner by Elgueta. Off the back wall. Forrestier. Rebote reverse. Francisco knifing in. He'll try the reverse to the back wall. Rebote return again. Bote corrido by Francisco. A sidearm carom. Arriaga on the outside. A cortada covered by Elgueta. He'll pump one hard to the back. Now off the back wall, Arriaga sets up. Rebote inside. Cut off by Francisco. Half Costado. Arriaga. His Costado. Francisco there on the outside. Just above the red, and it scores. Tampa breaks a 6-point run, and nicely played. Francisco to serve. We will continue. Serve is good. Reverse by Elgueta, driving Forrestier to the back wall. Forehand rebote, Francisco under it on the backhand. Off the back wall again, rebote high inside. Elgueta coming up, bote corrido at the 10 line. That's off the cesta, and Tampa draws to within one. They trail 11-12. Arriaga cuts off the serve. He'll take it to the back wall. Francisco setting up a rebote. Rebote tossed inside. And Forrestier comes up to gather it. Arrimada taken easily by Elgueta. Arriaga back to the 10 line. A sidearm. Elgueta comes up. Bote corrido, 11 line. Off the back wall. Called for by Arriaga. Rebote inside. Francisco has it. Rebote high inside, a tough bounce here, and that's past Elgueta, and Miami makes it 13-11. They lead by 2. Arriaga with a serve. We will continue. Serve is good. A reverse by Elgueta, swept up by Forrestier. He'll send a reverse. Elgueta right there. Nice catch with the sidewall by Forrestier. He'll bring out that big backhand. Elgueta makes the catch. Nice catch right at the back wall. Elgueta tries the forehand again. Arriaga picks it off. Sidearm driven deep. Forrestier has it. Arrimada, and a nice catch in backcourt by Elgueta. Sidearm crossed inside. Bote corrido by Elgueta. Backhand by Francisco. He'll send Forrestier to the corner. A deep reverse. Elgueta right there behind the 14. Nice catch again by Arriaga. Floating to the outside, Elgueta. Forehand into the side wall, past Arriaga. Forrestier with a return. Francisco goes with the carom, and Tampa scores its 12th point. Ladies and gentlemen, reminder, while we have this short break, next week, 25-cent hot dogs, 25-cent sodas, and 25-cent beers here at Tampa Alai. And if the Tampa team can come back and win tonight, they will play at Miami Alai next week, and we will have that simulcast for you, along with wagering from Miami Alai here next Saturday night. Francisco with the serve. We will continue. It's an over serve, and he will get a second serve. This serve must be good. Arriaga takes the serve. Costado. Francisco can't connect. He runs by it. And it's possible partido point, possible tournament victory for Arriaga and Forrestier. Arriaga serves, possible partido point. Elgueta takes the backhand deep into the corner. Arriaga, rebote reverse. Arrimada, Elgueta right there for the bounce. Forehand driven inside. Arriaga has it. Off the back wall, Francisco, forehand, rebote. Nice catch by Forrestier. Backhand by Francisco. He'll drive it deep. Forrestier with the reverse. Off the back wall, Francisco sets up. Rebote reverse. Inside, Arriaga makes the catch. Into the sidewall, taken by Arriaga. Forehand driven inside. Bote corrido by Arriaga. A picada. Elgueta stays deep, and he has it. A carom, and Francisco has it. But the return is low, ladies and gentlemen. Point and partido for Miami. They take the Tournament of Champions 3-0.